Okay, I'm out here in the middle of nowhere to shoot this expired film, whatever it's called. This film is rated at ISO 400, and I'm gonna be mostly shooting at ISO 200 because I don't know how old it is. However, I will bracket some shots, although I won't be bracketing too much because this roll is only 24 exposures. So yeah, let's get to it. So I don't think I ever properly introduced this place. I don't think it has a name, but I've filmed many videos down here, and I do want to say that it is infested with boars and deer and bucks and snakes and all sorts of things that could probably kill me. But I like going down here anyways. I mean, I always pack I was gonna show you my knife. I was gonna pull out my knife, but I seem to have forgot it. So I am unarmed. If an animal comes by and attacks me, I won't have much to defend myself with. I could always handle my camera. But yeah, every time I walk down here, I usually have some sort of weapon, but I'm completely unarmed today, so that's exciting, isn't it? A little bit nervous about walking down there, but I'm still gonna do it because I have a YouTube video to film the things I do. So for those of you who don't know what a boar is, it's essentially a wild pig that is not native to Florida and that are actually very, very aggressive apparently, which means if they see you, they probably will charge. And they usually travel in packs, so that's why I always carry a weapon out here. Except this time I forgot my knife. So yeah, I'm a little concerned, but I do have cameras I could hit them with. Also want to mention that I do have a 50mm 1.4 on the camera right now. However, I did bring my 24mm 2.8 to take some mean landscapes, and honestly I think I might switch to it right now to capture this whole scenery. So yeah, let's do that. So I've now switched to my 24mm, and let's see how this works. I'm hearing footsteps, but could be my mind playing tricks on me. So it started raining. The sun is out and it's raining. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, you can tell. You can see the rain, right? Only in Florida does it rain in full bright sunlight. It was cold yesterday and now it's hot today, and now it's raining with the sun fully out. Yeah, just want to say I'm not really much of a nature guy. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the outdoors, I love camping, hiking, all that stuff. I mean, I live for this stuff. But when it comes to photography, I'm not the greatest when it comes to nature stuff, at least here in Florida, because there's really not much to take pictures of. It's a huge challenge for me, so that's why I'm always out here taking pictures of nothing. What the hell is that? So this is another view of the lake, I guess, and you really can't see me because I'm behind the sun. Isn't this genius? Let's move, you guys. Yeah, that's slightly better. But yeah, for those of you who are enticed to go for a swim, let me remind you, this is Florida. That lake is most likely infested with gators. So yeah, no swimming for today. At least it start raining for now. It'll probably start up again in about 2 minutes. And I am absolutely dying with this sweater on. This is no place for a sweater, but Alright, so I am at 11 shots, basically halfway. I am going to start bracketing a little bit, like this shot I just took. I just shot it at ISO 200, and I'm going to switch it to ISO 400, so let's do it. Okay, so I'm now walking up to what I think is the most interesting thing about this place. This stack of concrete. Literally just a stack of concrete in the middle of nowhere. I do think they use it to practice helicopter landings. I've seen helicopters all over here, so I'm assuming that's what they use it for. Hopefully it's not nothing sinister and I'm walking into something right now, but yeah, it's just a slab of concrete, which I'm definitely about to climb right now, so. Yeah, not that bad of a view. Although I do have to watch my step because I do not want to fall down there. That will be bad. I now have to climb down and get my phone. Isn't this fun? Whoops, didn't see you there. I really wish I brought water. Okay, so I am at my 20th shot. And I'm honestly gonna switch back to my 50mm. I've shot most of this roll in 24mm, so I do want to go back to the 50mm for now. All right, that was my last shot. My phone ran out of storage space, so I'm not gonna switch you guys over to me in the future to explain to you guys what the hell this is. Hi, hello, me from the future here. So what I have here is an expired roll of motion picture color film. This is the stuff that Hollywood uses to film their movies. It requires a special process known as ECN2. However, I did develop this in my bathroom using my standard C41 chemistry. And you pretty much have no option but to develop it yourself. You cannot run this through a lab, they just won't take it. And if they do take it, they will hate you forever because This has a layer on it known as remjet. Essentially what remjet is a anti-halation layer that's also good to prevent scratches, because motion picture cameras, they run this film really fast through it, and that sometimes tends to scratch the film, in my understanding. I got this roll of film from a friend who bought 100 feet of this stuff and repackaged it into used canisters. As you can see, this is a Kodak Ultramax canister that he rolled this stuff into, and he was kind enough to give me a couple rolls of these. I've actually shot this before and it's not too expired, so I don't have to overcompensate with the ISO. It is rated at ISO 250 and I do shoot it at 200, so I guess I am overexposing by half a stop, I think. So yeah, that's what this stuff is. Back to you, me from the past. Oh man, this is the worst part about it, is climbing down. Let's put you guys closer so I can get you in a second. All right, I'm still alive so far. Okay, time to close off this video. I do want to mention that the roll of black and white film wasn't your standard black and white film. It was a C41 processed black and white film, which means process this in color chemistry and you get black and white results. I believe it was a consumer grade black and white film stock that they used to sell at pharmacies, and the reason why it's C41 process only is because I believe most pharmacies were only able to develop C41 in-house, so that's why they released this. 24 exposures, ISO 400. I shot it at 200 because, like I mentioned earlier, I didn't know how old it was. And seeing the photos now, yeah, some of them did come out a little bit too overexposed. Others came out completely fine. I don't know if it was a camera issue or just, I don't know what the hell I'm doing issue. It's probably my fault, but yeah, I'm happy with the results. Aside from the photos, I actually really like this canister here. I especially like this little notes section that you have here. I have a lot of space to write your notes down, and I just really wish they would make canisters like this. I know people never really talk about film canisters, but I really do like film canisters. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, great film canister. On to the next film. Next up, I want to talk about the roll of color film that I shot. I'm a huge fan of how this film renders the color green, and I just really love how punchy the color green is with this film. And I think the reason as to why is because this film does have a green tint, which I do kind of balance it out with a little bit of magenta while I'm scanning it. I know editing film pictures is usually frowned upon, but I do it anyways. I mentioned that I had a friend who bought 100 feet of this stuff that was expired by a couple years, I think. However, you can buy fresh rolls of this stuff. I actually shot a fresh roll, as you can see. I got this roll of film from ultrafine.com. They have a ton of weird film stocks on there. You can even buy 100 feet of this stuff for about 80 bucks. A roll of 100 feet, you get about 18 rolls of film. You do have to roll it into your own loadable canisters, or as you can see, used canisters. And like I mentioned before, you cannot hand this out to a lab for process. You do have to process it yourself. I do have footage of me shooting this roll of film. I do have to go back and look for it. I actually love the pictures that I got with this roll of film. So yeah, I'm a little bit enticed to go back and find that footage and make a video at some point. I do have to finish other videos I have in the works. It's a little bit overwhelming, this whole YouTube thing, but I like doing it. I do like experimenting with old rolls of film, different film stocks, weird cameras, and just being an idiot on camera. So if you did enjoy this video, please hit that like button and hit the subscribe button for more of these random videos about film photography. Any support would be appreciated. With all that being said, till next time. Oh, almost fell. Oh. And there goes that.